This is the lonely poet. Hey, welcome everyone. I am not crowned yet. See, I'm still thinking about what should I put as my hat. Or should I go? I have some hair now. You know, after my own cut tomorrow, I'm going to cut it all off. So it's getting hot. Okay, let me find one hat. Something went down. Okay, whatever went down, stay there. Ooh, this is good. This is good. This hat is good. I like this hat. Okay. Skillet. See, I'm not going to play any skillet music, and YouTube will come and try to destroy my life and their life and everybody else's life. So, welcome to the show, The Burning Pages. That's the point we are going to come to. And so, how are we going to do this? How did I got all these things together? Because it took a month for me to write it. I told you that. Um, Now, before we go ahead, what happened yesterday? Nothing. Nothing happened yesterday. No, nothing special. Weekend was good. So after the weekend and while the ride on the weekend and all those things, there's no wild ride. I was here. You know that. uh, I was just here yesterday and watched many shows, and that's the thing. It was busy show, unbelievably busy. Many people were really willing to jump into telling stories. One of them required nearly five breakup shows, because the person is not fully prepared to do long shows. From dog walking to daily chores, everything is happening there. So this is all a free stuff, so we cannot really tell people, oh, you have to, we cannot bring, there is no, in that particular side, they don't have any restrictions as to what we should do, how we should do it. It's all free or open. There are no rules. Like YouTube. You have to be like this. You have to be. You cannot play music. You cannot play that. This 100,000 different rules. None of those things exist there. So I'm going to keep it to my pose. So that you can keep my see my beautiful face. Can you see my beautiful face? uh, Anyway, that's what happened, yesterday. Then I went to bed earlier, about midnight. That's the earliest I have been. I slept here most of the time, and still you can see some. I didn't make my bed. I mean, it's not even a bed. I mean, it's the futon. I didn't really fold my blanket. I'm going to jump in there very soon. Maybe because today also I'm going to sleep early. I may not because I had dinner and everything. One thing, this is a good joke, but I hope it doesn't go bad in some other years, because it was told to me by my neighbor, who is an African American, my lawn mower, So we actually, when I bought all gas and other things, went to Costco yesterday, bought gas and and tried to fix this lawnmower, which is completely not working. So the joke is, okay, my neighbor is supposed to look at this whole lawnmower, and he knows it. He knows about lawnmower and other things. He came and looked at it. He told me to empty the entire lawnmower, so I took it upside down. Imagine you are taking a lawnmower completely and putting it upside down so that everything in the oil goes out. So then I did all that, and today we bought the some called seafoam and this lawnmower. I mean the gas and everything. We put it all together, and he was trying to start, so I went in there. So I was actually cleaning my grill. Um, so I cleaned up my grill, and then he's like, I asked him, well, what happened? He's standing right beside me. I said, what happened? Your lawnmower is like a black man in a cop car. And he didn't use the word. I'm using the most decent word I can find. I mean, yeah, he used the N word. I cannot repeat that in my show. I was like, what? Dead. I was like, shit. So I was like, I told him, I don't have money to go and buy a lawn mower. Like last time, I had a problem with my lawn mower. No, somebody stole my lawn mower. So when the lawn mower was gone, I went and bought another lawn mower. I said, like, I don't care. I'm going to buy another one. But I'm not there now. That time I used to earn money at $60 an hour. Yeah, those days are gone, long gone. So that's what is going on. So I need tomorrow, I'm going to go with another guy to get it fixed. Then today I took my gun, I took my gun to actually use the gun. I mean, not to shoot any humans, to protect myself, because when I was in my backyard, my neighbor's girlfriend got a pit bull. They are both not there, but they left the dog in the backyard thinking that the fencing is good enough. But they didn't look clearly that fence in my side is much lower. A pit bull will easily jump over it. So I had no choice. This guy is barking there. It's like shit. So I took my gun, kept it in my pocket so that, just in case this guy is jumping up from there, from that side to my side, yeah, he is a dead man, So I had no choice, I don't want to deal with a pit bull, fist fight with the pit bull. Yeah. That's just me, I gotta I gotta protect myself, my own interest and everything. So what else do we have? Uh, so other than the joke, nothing much happened today. I cleaned up my grill so that I can grill. Then I decided I'm not going to grill. I'm going to make a curry. I had salmon burgers. I thought I will grill the salmon burgers. Then I know the cleaning actually went a little weird because then I saw some grease sitting in my grill, because last time the grill was used by James, my friend. He's from up north. So I called James and asked him, "Hey, what did you use in what did you actually uh, grilled last time?" He said, "Pork loins." I was like, "Okay, now I have to clean everything up." Oh, he's like, "Oh man, I forgot to clean it." Yeah. I told him, "Yeah, you forgot to clean it." And it is pork, so I know I'm not even supposed to touch pork fat or anything. But it's my grill. I gotta clean it. I even took soap and everything, cleaned everything up. So that's what exactly I did. Earlier today. So that's why when my neighbor was trying to start the lawn mower, and it didn't work. And I had a 360-degree camera. A board. I paid $799 for this thing. uh, and that is like a African American man in a cop car, completely dead. I bought it in 2000 what? It was 2015, 2015, no 2014, 2014. I didn't have money, but then government owed me money and they gave me money, and so at that time, that whatever that government money I got, I used that to buy this camera, and now it is a dead thing. I'm hearing this pop pop noise from my computer. I don't know what is that. But if you want to have any plan to explore, you need to let me know. I will definitely get out of here. Okay. So where else we will go from here? I'm scrambling around because my brain is like half fried after all these pulling and pushing and cleaning and all the other things going on. Now burning pages. Let's come into the point. um, I hope you guys had a time, or at least decently some people have already read this poem and the blog associated with the poem. When I actually say blog, many people say blog. It's a blog, blog. Uh, when a poem needs to be written with a message in it, one has to be very honest. When taking into account the interactions between me and Little Boss, staying within the realms of absolute honesty is a tough task. But I did it. This is a poem I took more than a month to write, about how one person can mess up a good relationship because of the feelings of what the world may think. The clear message in this poem is the world may fade away, but I will not from your heart. This poem is for you. Oh man, little boss. Oh man, I almost said her name. Yeah, you find case, that name and everything comes out my mouth. I may have to stop the show, and I may have to completely delete the video. I don't know what other things I should do. So I'm going to actually see. We have these kind of things these days. Yeah. So there you go. See the burning pages. Now, what exactly I mean by this? The last 4 5 days or 4 5 poems are pretty much the same thing. The same attitude and everything. I actually follow up on that. I don't really interact much with again the name is coming. I think I was saying her name in my mind a lot of times. So yeah, little Rose, the interactions with her, that's a very key of things. um, so I'm not sure about this. Somebody is actually messaging me, but that's not on there, and I muted that. Hold on, guys. Let's go into this. uh, I know what's going on there. I hope it won't crash this whole thing. See, this is what I don't want to open too many things. Give me a second, guys. Let me go into the studio. I'm actually going into the studio from another browser. I'm talking about YouTube Studio. Oh my god. I don't know how do I do this? I just cannot find that. Okay, so we may have to leave it at that. I may have to. You should have told me before we started this. Hmm. What is this? Are you guys hearing this? I hope you guys can hear this. I can actually play this sound or the sounds you are hearing right now. I can play this in my video because this is available from YouTube. So that's what that person was trying to actually show me. Yeah, then you go in here, you can get this audio library from where you can play all this music. Browse, download free music for your projects. You can do that. There is an audio library in on YouTube you can use. Pretty much, when you go to your YouTube studio, there is something that says, okay, dashboard, videos. I think I may have to show you guys what exactly I'm talking about. I think I will take this. Oh, I may have to hide your chat. Okay, okay, one more. That is my dashboard. When you go into this dashboard, you can see dashboard, videos, playlist, analytics, comments, subtitles, monetization. Then you can see something that says audio library. When you click on audio library, it will go into something that I'm going to show here. See, it will show the audio library as the blue pearl. I'm playing the blue pearl, and they have plenty of sounds like this. These are all free sounds. So yeah, if it is allowed and if it is free, then yeah, why not? We can use it. See, good things are happening. What happened to my cheek? Oh, here? I don't know, man. I know. Is it sold out? Here there was a bad tooth, like a couple of months back. I don't know. Maybe something bit me. I was outside, Nobody punched me yet. So that's where we are going with the poem, and there is let me bring this up. Okay, so let me mute this. Okay, I cannot say no to that person. That's my brother, but he can hold. He's not messaging me. It's in the group. So where were we? So the thing is, last 4 or 5 poems. That's what I was saying. Last 4 or 5 poems. We had the same message within the poem, saying that please, come back. And when you come back, make sure you are not attaching yourself to other things. Too many things. I'm not saying detach from everything. For me, that's not the thing I'm talking about. Do not detach yourself from everything for your lover, because then if you lose your lover, you'll end up losing everything. And that's not appropriate. When it comes to your parents and some very close relatives, you grew up with, uh, that is something which you have to consider and take care of, because still, even though when it comes to your lover, when you love somebody very closely and keenly, when you are keen on like that, so what are we going to achieve from this? So by just detaching from them, they are the reason why you are here. So you don't need to forget that. But on the other side, I said in about 5 or 6 shows back, none of those people are going to come and sleep with you. None of those people are going to be taking care of you when you are in the most sickest of the times or anything like that. In happiness and sickness and pain and every sorrow and everything, it is those they have their own sorrows and everything to deal with. So even your parents, only to a great extent, they can actually stick with you. Beyond that point, they have their own things to take care of. So you need to understand that. I mean, there are obligations, and obligations, you need to take your lover along with those obligations. That means not, lover's obligations. The lover should be part of those obligations. And then he will be able to share some of those obligations part, very clearly with you. I mean, that's what the message all through that. And this is coming down to something that says, this poem is coming like, if I do this, what are the world going to think? Here is a man, who looks different, who talks different, who is in every way, you thought about somebody or some image in your head. It's not that. And this guy is coming and, pretty much saying the right thing, or, who is loving you, unconditionally, without putting forward anything, he's there. but which you expected somebody in your mind, an imaginary character to say and do, but the imaginary character is still imaginary. It never became real. And there, he's the guy who is actually saying all these things, who doesn't look anywhere real at all in the first place, because he is somebody you haven't encountered in your entire life. This is a confusion that can come. That is a possibility. I'm not saying that is what exactly happened. I don't know. I really don't know. That is the possibility we have all have to come out with, because when things are not happening in any way possible, then what you do is you go ahead and let me play a bigger file, in this. And I don't know what is this. Golden Prasanna. That one is having 17 minutes. Okay. Is it playing? I didn't do it. Okay. Some sound. No, it's better than my only mount sound. I hope it is. I'm going to listen to this thing afterwards. I haven't heard this. It just sounds. It's not like music or anything like that. So when the world is a whole different ball game than very very close relatives. The world is a completely different story. The world exists. Do you understand one factor? When you fall, that world is going to stand there. They are going to, really, really mock at you. And that happens. And today, I have had one message that came to me. I will actually post it tomorrow on Instagram. I thought I'll do it tomorrow. I think it's something else. A finger that wipe away your tears during hard times is greater than the 1,000 hands that clapped for your success. That is a beautiful thing that you said. I will read it out once more. A finger that wipe away your tears during hard times is greater than the 1,000 hands that clapped for your success. And my fingers will be there. And you understand, you stay with me. I will do everything I can with what God gave me to never to even drop one drop of tear. I will try my best. I will do my best. I make sure, see, I am not a predictor of the future, whatever things that can happen in the future. But I will make sure by the God-given gifts, I will make sure there is no tears. The verdict page starts now, because we are running a little onto the timing factor here. Let me see if I can shorten this, into 30 minutes. Because I myself feel like, many people, not from there, I have 1 hour, but it's not that. Many people who watch the show, I see is from YouTube to other places, they're saying it's too long. So I'm going to try to shorten this, as much as possible. So we are going to go in there. I'm going to, I'm not going to script it anyway, so let me bring this up, as there we go. Yeah, this is what I thought I was seeing. The name of the poem, as you may see, is The Burning Pages. The pages of fate are unseen by us, yet we live. Through them, sometimes we fight, most times succumb. Through life, we write many pages into history, unknowingly. Stories and poetry forgotten upon most filled headstones. Then there are those emotions that deliver feelings. Through them all, through growing life, we weave fabrics filled with art in grandeur upon which we paint what felt in happiness as dreams fulfilled and life lived. What felt in sadness as haunting dreams, unfulfilled and burned. Pages every living being loved to burn fast and forgotten. Oh, I remember the ways I have weaved the fabric and painted dreams with you, about you, life with you, and the burning of all. Oh, I wish those pages were not set on fire in a broken heart, where the force held scrolls upon which a poet wrote stories of love none ever, even in imagination's dreamt, now as ashes floating on the oceans of emotions. What metaphor became the only option to express love deeply felt and from far away read, the unreturned love deep inside her heart suppressed, oppressed herself into a doubting, spying melancholy. Shallow dreams birthed out of doubt filled minds, mindless stories about the loveless man repeatedly told. Or what else you hear from those mindless wayfarers? None will stay, and with gossipers' smiles they will fade. And alone, hear you will the echoes of their curses, when into oblivion they will fade, and as mirages will disappear not for long, as the power of the poetry of hearts will overpower the echoes and will rhyme with the loving feelings of yours. I told you from the beautiful poem you transit, the transition to my face. I mean, that's a scary thought, isn't it? I have my own disaster. So that's about it. That's poem and that's the show. And pretty much I'm going to wrap this here and let's make it very quick. I don't have too many stories to tell. I'm a little on to the tired side after all the, I tried like about maybe 100 times to pull that, lawn mower. Then it didn't work. I mean, I have to take it to somewhere and get it fixed, rather than buy a new one. So that's the story, guys. I am going to actually wrap this here. You all enjoy a fantastic day. Probably we will do longer shows in the weekends. That's what I'm kind of having a thought about. Maybe we should wrap this within the 20-minute mark instead of it's like now about 28, 29 minutes right now. So I love you all. I had a great time. I'm not in any other distress or anything like that. Yesterday I was outside. I went to an Indian grocery store after like 3, 4 months right now. He was surprised to see me wearing a mask and everything. I'm going in there, and yeah, I was wearing a mask. And when I went to Costco to get the gas, I was actually wearing a gloves, a rubber gloves. When I actually touched many things, and then I immediately took the gloves off. When I was about to get into the car, throw it to the trash before I got into my car. And people standing around, many of them were not even wearing a mask. They were looking at me. What is this guy up to? So I was like, yeah, it's just me. I don't want to catch anything. I don't want to give you anything. So enjoy the rest of the night, and there. This is not the greatest of the time out there. Everybody, as usual. My usual thing, may God bless you all. Okay, good night and good luck. And to you, little boss, it is not very easy to get that clear message. And when you get that message, you should know that I care about you each and every second of the day. And it is kind of very, very difficult to just say the words little boss. Automatically the what comes into my mind is your name. But I will avoid that, saying that, because I love you and I respect you in the best of my abilities. No tears. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Bye bye.